Yo, what it is, guys? It's the one and only KDM Light, and tonight's video is going to be about tips, guides, tricks, whatever you want to call it, on this boss fight in Stellar Blade. The boss fight is Mann. So, if you guys don't know, or most of you guys should know by now, Stellar Blade has dropped a new DLC. We got Nikkei DLC, and they dropped a new update. We got a lot of new suits, and one of the biggest highlights of this DLC and this update is the boss fights. We have two new boss fights, Mann and Scarlet. Today's video though is going to be focused on Mann. There are going to be three parts to this video. We got the equipment. That's going to be the shortest one, so we're going to go ahead and get that shit out the way. Phase 1 and Phase 2. So without further ado, let's go ahead and drop into it. So, just want to let you guys know that the Eve that I'm using right now is a new game plus Eve, which means I have every equipment unlocked, max level. I have max level health, max level beta, max level drone. So, don't know if that's important, just kind of felt like saying that just in case if that is important for some of you guys. Now, what I have equipped for my exospine is the protection type exospine. This reduces the damage from enemies by 10%, gives you a shield protection, level increase, and it also gives you the ability to restore HP for 5 seconds, but there's a 20% chance or less. So this is really great because this enemy does hit like a truck. You're definitely gonna want this to, not die instantly. Following up, we have the reflexive type exospine. This is great because this enemy does use a lot of unblockable attacks, and this exospine helps out with, either perfect dodging or using a lot of perfect parries. Now onto my gear, we have the shield enhancement gear MK2. This increases your max shield capacity. Following up, we have the melee protection gear MK2, which also gives you a melee damage reduction by 18%. It reduces the melee damage taken from enemies. And the rest of the gear is pretty much just doubling up on it. It's the melee protection gear and then the shield enhancement gear. So I do want to let it be known that this is the same gear that I used to fight Raven and Scarlet. So yeah, without further ado, go ahead and kick this nigga's ass. One thing you guys have to do is keep calm. Don't rush in. This guy will punish you to hell if you're not careful. The combo I'm using in this guide is triangle, square, square. Sometimes I finish it off by pressing or holding triangle. If you time it right, which isn't hard, this combo can actually interrupt his attack. It doesn't do a ton of damage though, so make sure you're using your beta skills whenever they're available. I use L1 plus square. It hits fast, does solid damage, and is super easy to land. Once you're in, make sure you've got explosive shotgun shells equipped. If you didn't know, these shells will stun the enemy even if they're mid unblockable or glowing red. During phase 1, Mann's moves are usually telegraphed with both audio and visual cues. He always starts up by charging this long glowing red blade, and when you see this, you're going to want to pull out your gun and shoot him immediately. What happens after that can vary, but once we're through phase 1, you'll have the knowledge you need to dodge whatever comes next. Now, I wasn't ready for him to pull out the blick because I rushed in, but there is a distinct clicking sound when he reaches for his chest. That's the cue he's about to hit you with the blockable bullets. Like I said, they are blockable, so as soon as you hear or see the cue, block immediately. If you parry the first shot, block again right away to parry the second one. These two come back to back. Right after, he'll go for a jumping unblockable attack. Wait a second, then perfect dodge. What follows afterwards is you can see him in the video post up like Wolverine with the dual blades out. That means he's about to hit you 3 times. The first 2 swings are slow, super telegraphed, so they're easy to dodge or block and parry. But the third one comes in quick, so be ready to block right after his second swing. As you can see, them beta skills putting in that work, yeah. Alright, I'll stop y'all. Whenever you see that deep red flash on him, that means he's about to start munching your HP. For me, he does this 360 spin. That was my cue that he's about to do a 5-hit combo. Don't stress, these are fairly easy to parry or dodge. After the third hit though, he's gonna try and roll in on you. Do not attack, that's a trap. He's going to attempt to bait you into a fourth attack and then finish off with the fifth one. This boss really loves to aura farm, so you're gonna see him pulling off like a lot of rolls. He does a side roll, and whenever he does that, it usually means he's setting up for like a close range attack. If he's glowing red during the roll, that's my cue or your cue. He's about to hit you with a 4-hit combo, all back to back. If you dodge like I did, you will avoid every hit. But if you go for a block, just make sure to press it quickly, one after the other. So there are two grenades that this boss uses. He'll throw a smoke and a stun grenade. They're both unblockable, but only one actually does damage. Right here, you can see him. He hits me with a smoke grenade. I dodge. If you happen to get hit, don't panic. It doesn't do damage, but he will follow up with a jumping attack. Just like wait a second and dodge as soon as he launches towards you. Now, now we gotta talk about the infamous unblockable gun. My best advice for you though is just don't dodge the second you hear the beeping. Instead, wait until the beeping gets really fast, then dodge. If you time it right, this gun is actually really easy to avoid. It's only a problem when phase 2 pops up. One thing I did forget to mention earlier on is that sometimes Mann will roll away to try landing that unblockable bullet. So he'll roll back, and other times he'll do it like a backflip to try and catch you with the blockable bullets. And occasionally he does this weird leap backwards, then sprints towards your side and hits you with a 2-hit combo. Don't worry about that. It's really heavily telegraphed and super easy to block. And that just about covers everything for phase 1. Now, on to the dreaded final phase. Now, this is a phase I'm pretty sure most people are stuck on. His attacks get super unpredictable, catching you off guard and just making parrying a pain. So at one point, he gets real aggressive and starts applying a ton of pressure. I promise you, I thought this nigga hit me with an 8-hit combo straight out of nowhere. Just like in phase 1, he always opens up with the same move. He launches off the ground and comes straight at you with the unblockable hit. All you gotta do is just wait a second and then you just dodge. It's easy beats. But if he catches you, he'll try to follow up with another attack, which isn't too hard to dodge, but it looks cool. What happens next can vary, but for me, he followed up with a heavy 360 swing, I parried it, and then he came at me with an unblockable. Now this attack can sometimes turn into a 3-hit combo. He usually jumps back, pulls out a spear, leaps forward, and then tries to hit you with 2 more times. As long as you're focused and calm, it's pretty manageable to dodge and parry. That unblockable with the hammer has peculiar timing. It took me a minute to like figure it out, but here's the trick. You just gotta keep your eyes on the hammer and dodge the moment he starts swinging towards the ground. If the timing throws you off though, no stress. You can always just use the explosive bullets when he targets at you. It's an easy alternative. Later, he does another spin, but this time it's with the spear. It's a 3-hit combo again, but the final strike needs like a special dodge. So you either move up and dodge, or if his head is glowing purple, you just move back and dodge. This dude will hit me with the same combo from earlier, but instead of jumping back, he just whips it out in front of, I mean, he whips out his spear. He whips out his spear in front of me and follows up with another 3-piece. After that, he'll do this little jumping move. I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. I still get caught by this sometimes, so my best advice is just anytime he does jump away from you, just block or dodge because he's always going to drop a shock grenade, going in for a spear attack, or does this wild jump move that I'm showing you guys right now. He also does this ground slam with his hammer that sends out a shockwave. Just wait a second and dodge. It's not too bad once you've seen it happen once or twice. As you can see, I'm using my burst skill. I'm doing this so I can show you guys that when he gets knocked back, he recovers by crouching and using the unblockable gun. Just apply the same strategy from phase 1. You can hit him with another burst and sometimes he just gives up. But he can recover again, so stay ready. Once you take off about half his health, he gets this weird rainbow aura and throws like a smoke grenade. That's your sign this nigga is getting lit. He's about to turn up. He'll use familiar moves, but they'll be stronger. That 360 hammer swing that I was talking about earlier, now it's a 4 to 6 hit combo. If he blocks your attack, he's prepping for a 5 piece. Wait like 2 seconds, then block immediately after the first hit. Again, this is a 5 hit move, so don't attack when he pauses because it's a fluke. The next 3 hits come back to back and are actually pretty easy to parry. And if he dodges your attack, watch out. He's gonna hit you 3 times. That first strike is sneaky, so wait about a second, then block. It kinda mirrors his dual blade move from phase 1. It's just in reverse. Eventually, he'll end up charging up his red blade just like how he does in phase 1. But it's almost as if bro just adapted to the explosive shells because bro would just stand there, but this isn't something no one can't handle. The pattern is pretty easy to figure out. It's just the 2 quick hits, a pause, then 2 more, and finally an unblockable finisher. I usually walk towards it. In the video, you might see me walk away from it, but it's easier for me to walk towards it sometimes and then dodge the moment I realize he's about to swing. And if you guys can't get the timing down, no worries, no stress. I got y'all with an alternative. That alternative being tacky mode. Thing about tacky mode is once you activate it and he does the swing, you don't actually take any damage for real, but you can get stunned. So it's really just a really good alternative to learn the timing of those attacks. There's also this other red attack he does while he's covered in smoke. He kind of dashes in with like a 5 hit combo. First 2 attacks are extremely quick, then he jumps and swings, followed by 3 more hits. It's a bit trickier to read, but it's totally parable with practice. And that's it. You made it to the end. Once you get this timing down, this boss becomes easy pickings, man. If this video helped you out though, let me know in the comments. I'm definitely down to make one on Scarlet next. All y'all gotta do is just let me know. So yeah, but if y'all enjoyed the video, hit that like button. And I mean, you don't have to, but you can like, subscribe to a nigga, you feel me? Anyways, it's been the one and only KDM Light, and I hope you guys have a good night. Oh, and also let me know if you guys beat Mann by the end of the video. I really want to know, like, if this was really helpful. Anyways, peace out.